All right, this week we are going to be learning about something called the Pythagorean Theorem, okay? Pythagorean Theorem has everything to do with right triangles. It has to be a right triangle. So on our image here, there's a little box in the corner that stands for right angle, okay? So with the triangle, with the right triangle, there's three sides, A and B. These could be flipped around. This could be B and this could be A. These are called the legs of a triangle, okay? But you didn't know that a triangle had legs. C, the line across from the right angle is called the hypotenuse, okay? So with the Pythagorean theorem, you may have heard of it before. It's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And you're going to use this to find missing side lengths of a right triangle. So if we take this triangle here, the legs are 8 and 15. We don't know what this hypotenuse is going to be, okay? So doesn't matter the order of these, but we're going to go 8 squared plus 15 squared equals x squared, okay? This squared plus this squared has to equal this, okay? 8 squared, remember, is 8 times 8, so that's going to be 64. 15 squared, 15 times 15 is 225 equals x squared. We're going to add these together because they're on the same side of the equation. So that's going to be 289 equals x squared. We want to isolate the variable. We want to solve for x. Our last step here is going to be to square root this. And so now you've got to ask what times itself gives you 289. This would be a great time to be breaking out those calculators and figuring this out. I believe let's try 17. 7 times 7 is 49. 7, 11, put a 0 hold place. 7, and then 1, 289. So the square root of 289 would be 17. So this missing side length here would be 17 centimeters. Okay. Let's try another example here. Okay. This time this is 20 inches. We're going to use our imagination and pretend that's a right angle there. This is going to be 29 inches. And we don't know what this is. So this one's going to be a little bit different because this time we know the hypotenuse. So same thing, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we're going to do 20 inches squared plus x squared equals 29 squared. 20 times 20 is 400 plus x squared equals 29 squared. Again, this is where it's a good job to break out your calculators. Is actually 841. Okay, this time, you notice that the x squared is not over on this side. So we actually have to move the 400 by subtracting 400 or adding negative 400 to both sides. We're attempting to isolate this variable. So we have x squared equals 441. Now that the x squared is on the side by itself, we can square root it. What times itself will give you 441? You type that out on the calculator and you're going to get 21. Okay, so these that I'm doing with you right here, both of them came out to perfect square. They're not always going to come out to perfect square. Sometimes you're going to get a really long decimal, and that's okay. A lot of times it's just going to say, hey, round to the nearest tenth, right? And so if this was your number, 4.6783, and you want to round to the nearest tenth, this is your tenths place. So you look at the digit behind here. Remember, 5 and above we round up. 4 and below we keep it the same. So this is a 6. We're going to round this up. So this would have been 4.7 if it doesn't come out to a nice perfect square root. And they want you to round to the nearest tenth.